Have you ever thought about what determines who succeeds in life and who doesn't? Do you often see how some people often attract money, success, power without trying, while others struggle for years and others don't get anywhere at all? So, why is it? Do you think it's about looks, strength, or some physical qualities? Maybe there's some benefit. I know pretty privilege exists. It is easier for some people. Looks can help you, but it's not a deciding factor. It doesn't determine whether you will succeed or not. If that was true, every beautiful person will be wildly successful, right? So it has to be something else, something invisible, something that we cannot see, but it is real, something in the mind of those who do succeed. There has to be something, right? So in this video, we are going to discuss what that something is and how you can use it, how you can come into possession of it. Okay? First, you have to understand this. There are certain laws. Just like we have certain laws in our physical universe, like laws of physics, gravity, motion, energy, right? There are also laws that govern the mental world too. So once you understand these mental laws, not just hear it once, but really internalize it, you will know how to use it consciously, okay? Because we all have this ability. You have abilities inside you that you simply forgotten how to use, but it doesn't mean that they don't exist. They still do exist. So let me remind you what your mind is capable of, okay? Your thoughts actually transform matter. Every thought you have moves your muscles, your nerves, your brain. Each one physically changes your body. Let's say if you think about moving your arm, it moves your muscle, right? You can move your arm. That's how your thought controls matter. So through the power of thought, you can literally become a new person. But here's the thing, you cannot use the power that you don't recognize. So you have to become aware of it first. There is a law in your inner world, the law of cause and effect. We all know this, right? Your mind and your thoughts are the same energy. Your mind is static energy and your thoughts dynamic energy. Every thought is a cause and every condition that you have in your life is an effect. So if you are poor, let's say, that's not random. It's the result of your thinking patterns that you've accepted as truth. Maybe you've convinced yourself that struggle is normal and that you only deserve so much. So every condition in your life that you have, poverty, bad luck, unhappiness, lack of money, lack of the partner, no friends, all those are conditions and they are the result of your thinking patterns, right? Right. So what is the most logical solution here? The most logical solution would be to control your thoughts to change your reality, right? Your inner world is the cause and your outer world is an effect. If you want to change the effect, change the cause first, right? Many people don't understand this. They try to fix the effects by fighting with other effects or by introducing other effects. Let's say if they have no money, they work harder, they chase money, they take extra shifts at work. But nothing is going to change. It's not going to change really. It's not going to change because to remove something from your reality, you have to remove the cause first. But the cause is not that you don't work enough. It's not that you don't chase money enough. It's not the cause. The cause is inside you. It's the belief that you have. There is a belief in you that prevents you from abundance, okay? So how do you bring the desired state into form? Through right thinking, right? Logically speaking. Wrong thinking is going to create unwanted results. Sounds simple, right? But to really understand it, stay with me, all right? The source of your manifesting power is universal mind, the intelligence behind everything. It exists in every atom, in every single physical thing in the universe, visible or invisible. You're connected to it at all times. Infinite power moves through you, right? From thought to form, through cause and effect. This is the law you have to understand, okay? You've heard this before, right? Thoughts are energy. Active thought is active energy, and concentrated thought is concentrated energy. So when you focus your thought on a clear goal, you generate power. That's what effortless success people do. Failure doesn't even exist in their mind. It's just not the real thing. So I'll be honest with you, as a fairly logical person, I have struggled with this thing. I thought that if I just thought happy thoughts and avoided all negativity altogether, I would finally get this. But that was just fake. I was suppressing emotions, pretending to be high vibe, and it nearly ruined my mental health. It almost broke me because it's so exhausting to try to control your emotions all the time. I knew that something was wrong until I finally understood what I was missing. Just understand this. You don't always have to pretend that you're happy. This is not how it works. It's not going to work. It's not just pretending where you suppress your real emotions because they're still going to stay there. You don't just cover something, you have to eliminate it completely and introduce a new way of thinking. If you're unhappy, don't just don't just tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna act happy now because this is what high vibe is, right? I have to change my vibration, so I'm going to pretend to be happy because people always say, fake it till you make it. But it's not going to work. You have to eliminate the source of your suffering, or you have to eliminate the belief completely before you can actually be happy. Okay, secondly, you have to understand that your mind exists in two states, in conscious and subconscious at the same time. Your subconscious mind runs everything essential. It stores information, analyzes, prepares thoughts for you. When you play piano, let's say, or dance, you don't think of every move. Your subconscious does it. When you feel inspired or scared or suddenly remember something, that's how subconscious mind works. What I didn't know before was that the conscious mind is supposed to direct subconscious mind. All struggle, poverty, and bad luck comes from beliefs that your subconscious mind accepted as truth, based on what your conscious mind fed it. To change your life, you have to change those base beliefs first, okay? And the subconscious mind can be changed because it's the part of the universal mind itself. Not by fake positivity or fake it till you make it, but by consciously directing your thought. Or like when you focus on a specific condition you want to experience, you tune your mind to the universal mind, the strongest creating force in the universe. That's basically the law of attraction, but zoomed in, okay, in more detail. Once you learn to direct your thoughts intentionally, your subconscious mind is going to begin rearranging your beliefs. These new beliefs will then rearrange your outer reality. Here's how I practice it, for example. I sit in upright position for about 20 minutes a day. I sit upright so I don't fall asleep, okay? I stay completely still. I focus on my thoughts. I do it very intentionally. If the mind drifts, it's fine. I bring it back slowly. And that's it. This is basically how I train my focus. Your thoughts are the cause, right? Your life is the effect. So, first thing I did, I stopped complaining completely. Seriously, I stopped complaining. Every time you catch yourself thinking how bad everything is, stop it, okay? Because that's the cause of all your suffering. Direct your thoughts towards what you want. Persist, be delusional if you want, I don't care. Until it becomes natural. When your subconscious accepts your new beliefs, your whole life will begin to reorganize itself to match them. This is your power. A lot of people don't understand it. They don't really know how these processes work between the conscious and subconscious mind, that they are interconnected. And they are what creates whether you will succeed in life or not, okay? I used to romanticize sadness, I would sit in self-pity, listen to sad music and tell myself it's deep, because, yeah, we've been told that poetry tells us that suffering is glorified, and religion tells us that you have to suffer in this life to get all the riches in the next one, or in heaven. You know what I think? I think that this mindset is poison. You don't need to glorify pain to feel alive. And be very selective about what you feed your mind, okay? Now, let's get into the physical part of how this whole thing works, okay? Your conscious mind works through your brain and spine. Your subconscious mind sits in solar plexus, connected through the vagus nerve. Whatever your conscious mind believes, the subconscious accepts automatically. It doesn't argue, it's interconnected. And it's just a fact, okay? Your solar plexus is constantly generating energy and sending it through your nerves into the world. That's what people mean when they say someone is magnetic. They have enough of this energy for other people to notice. And because you can feel energy, right? We all can feel energy, even though it's invisible. But fear disrupts this flow. Fear blocks the connection between your conscious and subconscious mind, and your power shuts off. You have nothing to fear, you know? In reality, you have nothing to fear. You're infinitely stronger than any condition or obstacle. Your experience of life is determined by your expectations. So if you expect power, you get power. If you expect luck, you'll get luck. When your mental state is radiating confidence and strength, negativity cannot touch you. You're invincible. So how do you influence the subconscious mind? You do that by concentrating on the object of your desire, not on how you'll get it. Think of yourself as a radio, let's say. Your thoughts broadcast frequencies that shape the reality that you experience. Focus on what you want and not on the path to it. Remember, you're not your body, not your mind. Those are just instruments that you use. The real you, your real self, is consciousness. It's spiritual, it's unlimited, yeah? So if you sit still, let all the thoughts fade, and see what's left, that's you. That is the real you, okay? Your thoughts move through the law of vibration. They're given life by the law of love, and they're formed by the law of growth. So, emotion is key here. It gives thought momentum. It gives life to your thoughts. At first, it's hard to believe. I know. Then it gets easier and easier. And one day, you will just know. Repetition is key here. Train your thoughts like muscles. It's almost the same thing. Think of your thoughts like your muscles. For your muscles to get bigger, you have to train them, right? It works the same way with your thoughts. You have to train your thoughts for them to work better, for your concentration. Once you train your thoughts, you will accept them as truth. Next, you have to let go of fear, jealousy, and worry. Stop assigning meaning to everything that you don't want to see in your life. Let's say, if I say, you suck at fishing, would you even care? I don't think so. I don't think you would care because you don't care what I think about your fishing skills. So the same way it goes for everything else that doesn't serve you in life, okay? Don't assign meaning to something that doesn't serve you. Eliminate all thoughts of lack, failure. Replace them with creation and purpose. You today is the result of your thinking yesterday, and you tomorrow is what you think today. So if you live in fear and worry today, you will feel drained tomorrow, pretending to hold your life together, okay? And if you think from abundance today, tomorrow you is gonna have nothing to fix. You're just gonna be what you are. You're gonna be abundant, successful, and happy. Once you master your inner world, there are 3 steps left. You have to express your desire, you have to assert your claim, and take possession of it. So now you know. It's really that simple. Now, this video is getting too long and I'm just tired of talking. Sorry. So I'll stop here, okay? Let me know in the comments if you want to see part 2. I'll explain in more detail how you can express your desire, assert your claim, and take possession. The last 3 steps to manifest something into the outer reality. Just one more thing also, most people consume the content, they read books or they watch videos and never actually do anything. And I'm just here to ask you to just try, okay? Worst case, nothing changes, which you won't. Okay? So just try and let me know what happens, all right? See you later then.